Hello everybody, welcome back to the modern age with Machiavelli, and as you can see we have a rather cheeky addition because yep, that's right, in the middle of playing this game the DLC dropped. I'll be playing Great Britain very soon, but not today, we have other plans. Although to be honest with you, we don't really have other plans because everything is locked apart from Mexico and Russia. Russia is all about culture and science yields, a little bit of hermitage, a little bit of horseback fun, a little bit of massive rocket launcher, and a fun improvement that makes farms better. It's interesting, but it's not really what we want to be doing today. No, we're going to be playing as Machiavelli, Mexico. We have a unique government with one celebration effect, 30% culture. Very nice indeed. We have a lovely wonder, an infantry unit which acts as a medic and has the most amazing hat, a cruel great person. I actually don't know what these do. A unique quarter that scales up with traditions in the government, which should be fairly easy to do, and two culture buildings that go with it. Just basically culture, and more culture. Fine. Now, why as Machiavelli do we want to be playing Mexico with culture? Well, we've played a game so far that has been incredibly strong in science because of all of the monasteries. Loads of them. Monasteries as far as the eye can see. I just realized I didn't change my mementos. Never mind. We've got the same as last time. I was going to change bifocals, but honestly, it's pretty good. Yeah, as you can see, look at this. 315 science. We've actually taken way more through to this age than other people. And look, it's monasteries. Each one of these has a delicious 4 or 5 science depending on the tile. Beautiful. My culture is lacking. So Mexico is going to deal with that quite nicely. I'm going to be using my influence and my rather expansive empire, 13 settlements compared to the next most, which is my ally Franklin, to run as many different victories as we can at the same time. I'm going to tycoon, ideology, space race, and geographic society as much as I can. We've only missed 1 point all run. I intend to miss as few as I can. So how are we going to do this? Well, let's have a look and see what we can get with my points. I should have every golden age available to me apart from military, which I did miss, which is very annoying. I think the golden age I want to go for is my religious one because I was getting so much gold from this. 345 coming in per turn, which is a fairly large amount, but 4 gold for every foreign settlement following my religion. We had about 70% of the map, so I'm going to continue with that one. 2 gold per turn per unique resource I have. Well, I have to take this if I don't want to waste my attribute points. That's fine, and the science is exactly the same thing. We've got to take lyceums if we don't want to waste a point. Military or expansion? Well, both of these are good points. Production in settlements on distant lands isn't bad, but I've only got 2 of those settlements, so the benefit for me isn't great. It's actually pretty deep. Hang on a second. Is that right? America was my continent. Oh no, it wasn't. I guess it actually counted as this. I thought this was a foreign Do I feel like the continent divides have changed? I kind of feel like they never mind. It doesn't really matter. This isn't worth it. So it's going to be a case of whether I want to go down the military tree to gain the settlement limit and possibly the level on commanders, or if I want to go down expansionist, actually to get the settlement limit. We could double this up. Yeah, let's keep it really simple. 1 and 1. Culture, we can go diplomatic or cultural. I feel like we've got most of the good ones in diplomatic, to be honest with you, but we could take extra happiness everywhere. That's not a bad idea, but I could also just get flat culture from all of my towns, which isn't too bad. I'm actually going to go for the double culture because we've got a spare point here. So 1, 2. The more culture we get, the better, because of course we are playing Mexico, so we've got a big number to make a big multiplier on. Culture for alliance, we should keep 1 alliance, and culture per age on towns. Then the economic point comes in, 15% towards purchasing in all settlements. Brilliant. Expansionist settlement limit. Military settlement limit. Excellent. Step 1. Let's unlock natural history. The 1.10 update changes have made the initial batch of artifacts harder to get, and it's made explorers more expensive. So we do want to rush this. Then we're going to go for Dogo. I think after that point, I might actually then just dip into the Mexican tree for my unique district. Maybe even for the wonder. Its natural place is in globalism mastery, so we'd want to get that. But then we want to get the ideology as fast as we can as well, because if we don't have ideology, we can't get points from the ideology tree. Or we've got a scientific point as well. I didn't see that. Science towards tech mastery is done. Now to put down a few tiles. I believe every town gets a free one, so we're just going to be taking things that give me a little bit more food, or just resources if I haven't picked those up. Sometimes resources actually appear once the age age transitions. Some really good tiles here, actually. I like the reef tiles. I like the niter tiles. I like 3 happiness. Oh, the happiness disappears. I hate when it does that. Either show me the happiness that's actually going to stick around or don't show me at all. We're also going to convert all of my old cities back to being cities. I did have a grand total of 4. We could go for a 5th. I think Barcelona isn't a bad option. No, we'll save it for now. So we'll get natural history ASAP. Then we're going to unlock merchants as soon as we can, because trade routes can be made instantaneously in your own cities in the modern age, and it's just a brilliant change and I love it. Then infrastructure. A grocer, you say? All right, let's start building over stuff like this. 2 gold for each resource. Influence towards befriending independence, and influence towards endeavors? No, combat strength of units in distant lands. That'll do for now. That is a lot of unique units. Oh yeah. Island hopping is the thing that I'm most likely to do, to be honest with you, but the islands that I would want to conquer are quite far away, so maybe we'd have to go through these horribly tough walled cities, or we could just go to Tubban and then across from here. I don't know, but anyway, I think my army being over here isn't a bad idea. Our navy, well, the 2 navies are just being chill around here. We'll keep them to attack Rome when we're ready. Ben Franklin, I want to be your friend again, but I'm going to save my influence for you. Instead, we're going to offer people open borders that I know they're going to reject, because these are all giving me loads and loads of negative gold, although actually that one was accepted. One of them was accepted. Ah, we still got over 1,000 gold, everything all combined. Brilliant. 2,000 gold. We're going to save it just for now. I want to buy my explorers as fast as I can. We need to get the artifacts rapidly. That is a terrible place for a navy to spawn. Oh, there is actually a navigable river all the way. Fine, I thought Ben Franklin had really been hard done there. Never mind. Culture on quinine or science on laboratories. I would like science on laboratories, I believe. And 18 science per turn. I don't actually need that. I'm going to save my influence because, as you can see, now there are city-states. Let's start with the scientific ones. Tehran, befriend. Add a little bit of influence. 5 turns and they should be my friends. It's always a shame any game we don't play Siam, by the way. Siam is so good at just gobbling up city-states at this stage of the game. Look, 30% culture for 5 turns. It's a unique government. It's amazing. You know what? Do I need the happiness? No, I really don't. I'm saving my influence. Don't get distracted, Ursa. And we do want 2 military city-states. So we'll start to get these as well. The Explorer. So we need one on every continent. Madrid and Athens. Well, you are going to be the start of this. So let's buy one here. They're going to be more expensive than before. 590 gold. Ouch. Does it make sense to get a load of silver in before I buy these? You know what it might do? It would make them a bit cheaper. Yeah, let's do that. 55 gold for a merchant. We're going to just spend 1 turn buying merchants. We only need about 7 or 8. Oh, actually, let's buy the second. Oh, no, they're expensive now. Let's not buy the second. That's a terrible idea. Academics, science buildings, yay. Social question, Dogo, yay. So let's focus on getting good sources of silver and also resources that will help me at war. We need 6 oil and ideally 6 coal and 6 rubber and 6 niter as well. Parser, loads of resources, and my first source of silver. Explorer finds the resources. There is only 2 on this entire continent, and it's over in Tokyo. Lovely. Aksum, a bunch of whales, a bunch of spices, but most importantly, another source of silver. Another source over here, Washington, D.C. In fact, I'll open up more trade routes in a second next turn. What's that? For some good resources and some gold. Tokyo for loads of oil. Now, the second explorer is 800 gold. The third one is 1,000. Wow, that's expensive. They're getting a lot more expensive than they were. You know, I didn't actually change my resources around last time. How rude of me. Franklin wants to be an ally again. That's good. I've got a bunch of resources that gain from every alliance I have, and it's good that if someone attacks me, I know that it won't just be me. I'll have an ally. I'll have a friend in Franklin. Academies is done. So what's this explorer going to find on that continent? We'll never know. And on this one, we've got to wait a turn. You run over and claim this artifact as soon as you can. Where is the other spot? It says 2 of 1. Oh, there's some over there. Okay, good to know. 1,600 gold for another explorer. That's insane. That's so much. Oh well, that's a good trade route. Oh, Franklin, we're gonna have to keep him on side. We really are. Now to make some hub towns. The more I make, the more resources they give. These little island ones are by far the best because they tend to connect to loads of places. In fact, we're gonna make every single one of my villages a hub town. 143 influence per turn. That's That's a little bit better. That's what we want to see. Now let's load my capital up with as much production as it can have. 89 will do. Can we get Dogo in this city? No, we can't. Only the horrible, horrible institution we don't talk about. Okay. Can any of them build it? No, we haven't unlocked it yet. I was like, where is it on the tree? Can't find it. I haven't unlocked it. That makes more sense. Getting ahead of ourselves. Just notice how the schoolhouse gives 3 influence. That is our memento. There it is. Dogo has been finished. A little bit of flooding happening. Don't worry. Everyone will get over it pretty quick. Oh, the flooding went all the way up here as well. Blimey. That's 2 of my large settlements that got hit by that. Oh, I would love to get another trade route with London. Alas, not going to happen. Get 2 copies of marble. 50% production towards wonders. Institute would be loads more science, but a 3 technology, including this one, every time that we get a city-state. It's just, you get it right at the beginning, you won't need anything else all game. Now let's open up the Mexican tree and go from there. This continent, bam. There are 2, and they're just over here. On this continent, again, there's 2, 1 there, and 1 all the way over there. Wow, that's ages away. Might need another one for this. They're going to be increasingly difficult to get now. More celebrations, though. Let's improve specialists considerably. I have a few of those. Do you remember Machiavelli? Look at these yields still. The specialists are just absolutely on fire in Madrid. Dogo. Oh, I was worried I wouldn't be able to build this. Sorry, the Grocer is going to have to wait 9 turns, and it's Cordoba that needs all of the resources. Okay, then we're going to get a port to increase the resource allocation. We're going to go in and change all of these whales. Cordoba is the city that needs them. All of the production, please. 55. Is that the best I can do? Blimey. That doesn't feel very good. Have I helped at all? 6 turns. Oh, actually, I did help quite a bit. Fine. The power of a port, the power of resources. City state, we're going to start powering up our units. Combat strength for all naval units. This will help a lot. There's electricity. Wow. The laboratory is already unlocked. Time for industrialization. Then we'll go, actually, we're going to go for combustion first to get the boats. Then we'll work on that after. You can see another military city state is being worked on over here. We're just going to go for the ones that are near the AI. I don't trust these to survive. Come on, everyone in. City-state monopoly is just by far the most powerful way to play this game. Excavate artifact. The first. We finally arrived. Cathedral and the portal. Excellent. And we're going to just keep pushing on culture so that I can now go for the mastery for my unique wonder. Espionage already? I haven't even started spying on you, Franklin. That's frankly disappointing. And that's the best joke you're going to get from me all day. 2,000 gold for an explorer. You know what? I don't think I'm going to be buying too many more of these. It's kind of all we need. I'm hoping the AI doesn't spam them as much anymore, but I get the distinct impression they are still going to spam them. We'll see. I'm sure we'll find out soon. There's the palace. Happiness on great works. Happiness in the city. 3 artifact slots. There's a lot of good stuff there. Let's just rush this through. 5 turns. Nice. Oh, people steal so much from me and I can't stop them, but at least they are taking huge influence hits from doing it. So unlock additional celebration effect. 30% science for 10 turns. 40% production. 50% influence. I don't know if that's additional. We're just going to quickly dip into that because I don't know if this stacks. I'm doubting it will. I think we're probably going to have to pick, aren't we? But I would like to see that. 2 happiness and settlements for every tradition sorted into the government. Well, should we just go all traditions in a second? That seems amazing. Yeah, it's like 100 extra happiness. Wow. Or did we get here just first? I think we did, you know. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Sneaky. 15 science laboratory. Just buy that with some gold because that is the quest. Now we get another 3 science on it. So we're going to buy laboratories everywhere then. That's a very good building now. Bam. That's a lot of exploded stuff. Oh, Sparta, are you okay? Are you all right there? I don't think you are. I think everything's on fire and everything is dying. It's all right. We fixed it all. Yes, artifact. Our first one has been gained. Well, the green continent has been revealed as well. Those are quite far away. Yeah, they're really far away. Let's instead go to natural wonders. We can unlock that in a second. That'll be an interesting way of getting artifacts. Combustion mastery. Production on production buildings. Production on oil rigs. Yes, that's right. Oil rigs now do something, which is a very fun thing to see. I enjoyed that. Okay, that's every time I put a tradition in my government. Yeah, it just everyone gets happier. I love that. That's amazing. 18 science on a laboratory. Really? Yeah, done. Give me all of these laboratories. They're so powerful. As we overbuild, we have the option to get more and more artifacts, which we're going to do. I got here a bit late. Instead, I think it's best if we head to a natural wonder. Not that I can just search for those on the map. That would be too handy. Okay, well, I know I've got one in my own land, so we should probably head towards that. that? Ah, we got here first, though. Hey, at least that's one. That volcano does not like me. But luckily, I have Dogo every time I hit a celebration now because it's still broken. Every single one of my settlements gets a cheeky population. You'd think, would I stop building it by now? And to that I say no, of course not. If the game presents me a wonderful option, I'm going to abuse it. It's just what I do. I think that's a totally normal and brilliant thing to do as well. Oh, so many city-states about. Unlock an additional celebration effect. Ah, now I'm assuming this hasn't stacked. 50% influence towards initiating all diplomatic actions. No, I don't think that's happened. I think we're going to have to pick them. Can you tell? It's my first proper playthrough with Mexico. I'm still getting the hang of them, but we will get there pretty quickly anyway. Still buying science buildings. This is my priority at the moment. Schoolhouses, universities, they're giving me a lot of yield. That's why I've got 520 science and why we've taken the lead. Rejecting open borders, rejecting open borders, rejecting open borders, and rejecting open borders. That's 1,200 gold. Of course it is. Another scientific city-state. Scholarly network, extra science, and urbanization. We're going to really punch through the tech tree now. Can everything just not be on fire? How do we feel about this as a concept? It's just a pitched idea for this city. What if we weren't on fire? How do we feel about this? Why don't we just put a giant cork on the top of that volcano? How do we feel about that? I think that's a great idea. Okay, now let's quickly unlock the extra excavate artifacts. There's a lot of natural wonders on the map. We're moving all of our explorers towards them now. Explorers have extra sight range. Maybe this actually shows where they are. Ah, yes, it does. Okay, that makes it so much easier to see them. So we've got one obviously in our terrain, one down there, one over to the left of my continent, one over here that I can get to pretty easily. There's 4 on the map. Nice. I just randomly get a cultural attribute point. Sometimes all you need to do is not complain. Just accept. Accept that's what we're going to be having. Culture from specialists. It all helps, especially when I'm starting to load those specialists up. More spying. Why does everyone want to spy on me? Why can't I stop it? Don't complain. Oh, science buildings gained science. I've just bought a load of these. So let's, as I get industrialization, just check on that. They should be quite good. Give us another 70 science. If we find them, look, the schoolhouse bear, and then the laboratory, the yield are getting up there. I'm working on the masteries so that the city-states give me the actual techs. Because if you get a 3 tech, it tends to pick one from the cheapest options available to you. So I'm manually researching anything cheap and heading out of that. Now we're going to go to political philosophy so that we can get an ideology. Oh, these are good culture buildings. There's an opera house with 31 culture that can be popped on that tile, and a museum on the same tile that is now worth 63 culture. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a lot of fun. And again, more artifacts. How many does that put me on? 2. Why? Have I just not got anywhere to place them? I've got nowhere to place them. Oh, no, I do. There you go. We got 4. Nice. Well, hey, another artifact. Quickly, go and grab this one as fast as you can. And let's start digging them from natural wonders as well. Palacio de Bellas Artes. This is the unique Mexican wonder, and I believe it has a bunch of spaces for artifacts, but to be honest with you, I don't really know otherwise what it does. Let's go and have a look. Oh, it has the colorful roof. I remember this one. Happiness on great works, 10% happiness in that city. Now I remember. Ironically, it's actually a really good wonder for Catherine from memory. Oh, I forgot to actually check in with my navies because we've got some upgrades here. The ships of the line. Wouldn't it be great if we had an upgrade all button? You know it. Never mind, we'll go through one of these one by one, and here is our navy done. City-state bonus. 5% gold for every city-state I'm a suzerain of. That's quite a few. Then we've got another one. Gold buildings receive gold for every city-state. There's flight just for 3. People are stealing from me again. That's fine. We don't mind that. We just have to understand that they steal from me because they're jealous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 city-states now, and 4 to go. Oh no, this one's gonna get destroyed. No, leave it alone. Incite raid. I can't. That's so unfortunate. It's gonna get killed. There's always a few that don't survive, but I thought I'd be able to catch them all before they did get destroyed. Never mind. Now I need Madrid to have a lot of production. Let's get you rocking now. Stop stealing. Oh, they're still alive. Okay, well, I've got basically infinite influence, so we're gonna just chuck in quickly and see if we can get them in 2 turns, and maybe that'll be fine. Culture buildings receive culture every city-state I'm suzerain of. That's 7 per building now. Nice. Radio for 3. Stop stealing. And there you go. There's the choice. I I thought it would be a choice. All right, we're just going to go for culture, power for every trait. Culture and towns for every tradition slotted into the government. I have quite a few now. So, yep, 1,000. Oh, okay, Mexico is genuinely quite good at making culture. Fair play. Fair play. I didn't believe it, but now I do. So I need my capital to start making a lot of production now. So there's the whales. We got wine and ivory. It's 100 production. We'll get the cathedral. You know what? Built that. We've built that. Oh, it let me go over. I love it when that happens. Hang on. We need a bit of gold. Franklin, could you bail me out here? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Cheers, mate. Transoceanic flight. 6 turns. We need to get these projects going as quickly as possible. There's political theory. So I would like to rush towards hegemony as quickly as we can, but... Oh, it's actually moved. I swear it was at the top. I think they've moved that around, haven't they? We're going to possibly go for democracy and gain the cultural point, gain the culture and happiness. Is that the play? Or do we go communism to go through the production towards projects? We've got a lot of projects to do. Food from specialists would be really good. Or we could go for the naughty government for the combat bonuses in the production. I think we might have to be boring and go for golden production on specialists. It's just by far the best choice. When you're going for all of them, I think that's what you want to go for. Start 4 diplomatic sanctions. All right. I think we can do that in record time. Sanctions. 1, 2. And then we have to just wait for a bit. I can't denounce anybody else. But that's 2 of them done. Nice. This is going to give me more happiness. Oh, I should have had a sanction card. Oh, never mind. My mistake. But that's more culture and more happiness. Explorer says, give me artifacts. Now, you might ask yourself, why have you not done any settling? And the answer to that is quite simple. I'm waiting. I am waiting until we go to war. I'm going to steal my settlements instead. Artifact. We're at 6 now. Scrap that. 7. No, 2,500 science stolen. Wow. That is a lot. Fair enough. Food and happiness towards specialists. Oh, we're going to put another one in. Army commander experience. So Augustus is allied to Hamiko. Never mind. We declare war because I believe I have now joined my ideology. Yes, we have. So we're now going to get 2 points every time we conquer something. I'm not going to wait for Augustus to get there. Let's face it, with that poor attempt at yield, he's never going to get there. 3 dreadnoughts are heading down to take this settlement. And as you can see, we've got quite the armada sailing over here. Do I have the extra range yet? I don't have the extra range. That's a shame. All right, we'll only be able to get 1 shot fired this time. No, we won't even be able to do that. We'll just do some pillaging. Berlin, you've only got 1 decent tile. I don't know why you moved your capital there. That was a really silly thing to do. Oh, I got to this little island first. Nice. That's awesome. I've realized I have unlocked factories. We probably should get those sorted quickly, which involve going for rail stations. We're going to actually do this methodically. So we're going to make each settlement really, really good at something. So let's start with the rail station. There's the first one. Then we go for the factory. Have we unlocked the factory yet? No, we haven't. We haven't got mass production. We'll get that in a second. That's good. I thought I was missing something, but we won. Yep. Here comes Himiko. We knew that. We expected we would be at war with her. So we'll get rid of humanism and free speech. Who needs those 2 things when you have assembly line and gold from specialists? I don't really know how to pronounce that. So now our specialists are gaining production, which is a huge improvement. And we've got a bunch of points to celebrate all of this. Oh, actually, that's 6 culture and science per age for each city-state. So that'll be 54 of each. That's a huge bonus. I'll take that. Gold on resources and towns. Commanders gain a 3 level. Yay! Extra range, gunfire support, and order. So let's start attacking Berlin with these distant shots like so. And we'll do a little bit of damage against the land units. Pull my fleet commander forward and start to do some melee damage. Of course, don't forget, we have a little bit of splash damage in here as well now. Yeah, Augustus's navy doesn't really exist anymore. That's a shame. Fire! That was effective. I think we're going to get a couple of places immediately. And we did rescue the city state. I don't know how we got that one, but I'm not going to complain. 5 extra trade route range basically means we can trade everywhere. And we've got factories in now. Excellent stuff. Now we're going to go back to the normal civics and rush for hegemony as soon as we can and start to throw in a little bit of war support on both of our wars. I should have done this at the beginning of the turn, but never mind. Where is Miko going to attack? Probably from over here. I don't really want to be fighting in those cities, but I do have some powerful units here. I think we're going to make an attempt on Tuban. Compared to everything else, it's very, very unprotected, although it's got some mountains that make it difficult to get here, so maybe we won't be able to. Madrid gets a factory, which I'm going to specifically put next to Machu Picchu so that it gets an improvement from a specialist. And now the factory resources begin. What do I want to do? Happiness? Production towards buildings and wonders could be really handy. Settlement growth rate. We need more trade routes. That is something that I should deal with. So Franklin, frankly, I need all of your resources. There's nothing here here that you have that I don't want. So give me all of your trade relations. Thank you. We'll start with coffee. It's only a little one, but it does give me more production towards buildings and projects. Globalism. Keep attacking that unit. There we go. The splash damage takes care of most of it. Switch these round to a less damaged unit. Try and take that on. We can. You fire there, and you sail into Berlin. You pillage there and take that as well. 2 settlements and an artifact. Amazing. What a turn. What a turn to be alive. I think we're going to keep them. We need to take 10 in total in order to make this work, but so far so good. This navy is just going to heal temporarily, and then we're going to make our way round and take these 2 settlements. And if we can get to Wasset from the coast, we will, but there's no excuse to not take Augustus 100% out of this game. Like, he has a lot of very easy to hit cities, and to help with that, mobilization. I want some aircraft carriers. Fleabag. Start with you though. Rail station, usual stuff now, and then the port, and then the factory. What am I going to put in here? I think the happiness resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Artifact. Come on, that's got to be close to a point now. Yeah, and very close to the next point. Managed to pick up 9 so far. 10. Wow, we got there quick. And there's no more on the map at the moment. Okay, rest. Sweet explorers, rest. There will be more later. You just have to be patient. Space race is starting as well, because the first project is now done. We don't have access to the second one though, because we haven't got aerodynamics. Final city-state bonus. Receive an artifact. And mobilization. I was working on that, but never mind. Let's get armor. No more city-states on the map. Well, apparently there is one. This one. Inuit. But I don't know where it is, and I can't interact with it, and it doesn't appear anywhere. So who knows where that one is? It probably was killed, and the game got a bit confused. That would be what I would expect. Let's make some unique great people and see what they do. Oh, the battleships have arrived though. These are good upgrades. It will cost me quite a bit to upgrade everyone, but it's super worth it. Has the volcano gone off again? It has. What is your problem? What did I do to the underground rock spirits in this game? What's going on? Why don't you like me? I don't know. I'm just slightly worried by that. Lots of fish now being processed. 20% extra settlement growth rate. Influence towards initiating all diplomatic actions. We want to do that? No, we'll go for the culture. Here it is. Unlock the last few artifacts for me. I need to know where everything is. Well, I left my army commander exposed. Okay, right. Well, you're going to need to protect yourself here. Luckily, my troops are very powerful. 9 combat strength from city-states I'm suzerain of. Wow. Hamiko has a bunch of oil, which is the only problem. So she is actually quite powerful, but I have overwhelming numbers. We should be fine. Activate on an army commander. When a unit within this commander's command radius defeats an enemy unit, gain gold. Huh, it's quite interesting. I don't think it's a very strong ability, but teleport you over here and move you over to the armor commander nice and quick. Augustus is throwing so much influence into this war. He's thinking, I can do this. And then I'm like, no, you can't. I make so much more than you. Don't even try. Ben Franklin's joined communism. Okay, I think our friendship with Ben Franklin is about to expire really quickly. We knew it was coming. We knew it was going to happen eventually. That's okay. Activate on a unique district to gain 2 extra units with extra combat strength. And here they are. Hooray! Make your way over to the rail station, please. You're in the wrong place right now. Extra culture now. We're putting all of our resources in. Oh no, that's not connected to the network. Why are you not connected to the network? Oh, this settlement has been an absolute pain. Let's buy a merchant and see if I can just manually build a road over. That should be connected, but for whatever reason, it's not. And I don't know why. I've learned not to ask. I've learned to just accept, really. These volcanoes, I'll tell you what, they are not happy at the moment. They are wrecking me. That's fine though. Oh, that was so much culture. 95 culture on this tile. Wow. Sanction. That gives me narrative choice to get a diplomatic point. Social policy slot. Culture and gold for every city-state I'm suzerain of would be quite entertaining. But I'm going to make the last tradition because it's going to give me the most benefit. Aerodynamics. We're almost there. And we've got hegemony. Okay, fine. Now we need to go through using our brilliant, wonderful explorers, and we'll go and find everything that we can. Can we fix this? Please. Please say we can fix it. Go and build a road to Madrid. Are you now fixed? Oh, you are. Oh, thank goodness. You can fix this stuff, but it's just so difficult to. So resources. Production towards land units. Get them in. As long as it's a resource, it's going in. Claim the artifact. Oh, we're so close. 13. We have 13 now. Research. artifacts. Now, this has just given me +1 from the museum. Okay, they really have changed this up. Explorers can research artifacts buried since the Antiquity Age. Gain a 3 artifact when researching artifacts. Cool. Well, that's nice. So you can see there's 0 of 1, which means have people already claimed them, or is the game just not showing me more? No, nobody's really claimed them. I don't know what's going on, but I know that I get one every time I research an artifact, so that gives me another one. And yep, nope, no more artifacts. Let's try over here instead. Nope. Oh, this has explored them. There are more available on this continent. Okay, good. Run, my pretties. Run! Vesuvius! No! My one weakness! I lie. It's not my one weakness. I have a lot of weaknesses. I'm very fragile. Now we have tanks. What do we say to that? Tanks a lot. Of course we say that. Still buying lots of ports, because then we can buy rail stations, and then we can buy factories and work more goods. As you can see, we're pretty full. We need more. We're making everything we can. And to be honest with you, it's not particularly quick compared to our other victory progresses, but that's fine. 1 social policy slot. Yay! I've got so many options now. Let's just keep going for happiness, I think. 3 speech. That works well with my government. All right, here we are. Welcome, everyone. That's, yep, the game got very confused about me doing that, but we've arrived. Start blowing up Rome again. 1 combat strength. The land and naval units in friendly territory for every tradition slotted into the government. Hell yeah. That's amazing. That's something that I would love to see. All right, our land army has now arrived. We have field guns. We have an army commander, and we're going to start doing some serious damage. Wha-bam. 1 district down already. We'll keep on firing. We'll get more promotions with our fleet commander. A ship of the line? I've got a battleship. What are you trying to do here? Not going to work. A 1 and a 2. Victories unlocked. The first one is done. However, we're not going to win the game. But just yet. I want to see how much we can get. We want to complete every single tree here. Railroad Tycoon needs a little bit more time to cook. Oh, peace. All right. No, but it's good to know. You're going to give me cities. That's fine, but I'm going to take them from you anyway. Combat strength for land and naval if in friendly territory. Basically makes me invincible if I'm in friendly territory, which is quite amusing. Promote religion, independence, or unity. Oh, culture, economy, or diplomatic. Culture, I've kind of maxed out on now. Economic would give me a little bit more gold. All resource capacity. Diplomatic would give me the happiness. Let's take the diplomatic. So this is 3 happiness in every settlement, which is 45. Nice. Production towards military units, diplomatic actions. Let's just take culture again. Why not? 2,000 culture per turn. Nice. 10% production towards wonders. Brilliant. It helps me with a lot of stuff. And rocketry means we've unlocked our next project. I am just quickly getting Taj Mahal. I couldn't really tell you why, but we'll break the sound barrier afterwards. Fire. Attack round, move the troops in, kill the field cannon, which should be easy to do. Nope, it wasn't. Oh, well, I'll just give myself a spare battleship. Bam. And look, another fleet admiral's arrived. Fire from a distance, hit that one. Yeah, next turn we should take that, then 2 and 3. But this isn't going to be enough. There's 4. Then we're going to have to declare war on Xerxes and then come up this way. We need more navy. We need a bigger navy. We need a faster navy. Or aircraft carriers, which is probably the better option. Unless I take 2. But if I take 2, man, then I can make a navy, so we'll see. Look, destruction in the distance. Ignore Eiffel Tower, ignore those health bars. There was a Vesuvius just went off again, and everything is now burning yet again. Why does everything insist on burning? Look, in fact, you can probably see it in the distance there. No, that's not it. Maybe it's this one. Everything's burning. I've stopped questioning. I just accept that things now burn because they can. Science and cities for every tradition slotted into the government. Fine, done. Oh, when did that happen? Franklin really doesn't like me any well. Leader agenda, ideologies. Yeah, that'll do it. We could probably work on it, but it's just going to get worse and worse and worse until he eventually declares war on me. So the squadron commander, I'm going to start moving over. And Madrid, I'm going to start getting bombers in. Heavy bombers, actually. Also over in the city to the north. Excellent. These bombers are going to be fantastic at smashing through the walls of Tuban. There you go. All units are now out. Move the army commander forward. Tuban must fall, and it must fall very quickly. So let's push everything forward as fast as we can. It's going to be tough, but we can do it. Look at this. A defense. We don't want to see this. Look at all these boats. That is highly unwelcome. I won't have to deal with any of these to take the settlement. We are going to have to deal with them eventually. Field cannon getting a lot of bonuses there. 11 combat strength from traditions because I'm in my own territory now. 9 from city-states, 4 from Niter, 4 from combat strength because I'm in distant lands. Yep, things start to really add up. I'm currently rocking a plus 37 bonus and I can one-hit these ships. Well, I should be able to. The damage calcs gave me a fair answer, but that's lovely. More artifacts. I don't need any more now. Stop giving them to me. Taj Mahal, making my celebrations last longer and them basically hit more meaningfully. I've reached the point now where I've pretty much expanded my government as much as I ever want to. So long celebrations work really well. More artifacts. Where are all these coming from? I don't remember half of these. I'm not complaining, but I don't remember where half of these are appearing from. I think I'm going to get food in my cities per town. It's repeatable and it's really fun because my cities will start to grow really quickly now. What did I mention? Loads more oil now in my nation. So my boats are hitting at full power, which is brilliant stuff. Oh, and some more niter. Brilliant. Oh, the World's Fair is just staring at me, but no. Do some interesting things like break the sound barrier. 3 turns is all you need. I think 2 more heavy bombers are needed, like so. The fun thing about bombers is you can immediately fly them away. They can move in the same turn you buy them. I am not entirely sure if that is deliberate, but you can. And now we carpet bomb the poor defensive tile that Himiko is trying to protect. Tuban is the access to all of these tiny, silly little islands. So if we can take this, oh yeah, you know it will be good. Fire, fire. Let me in. Next time we should get in. Rocketry. Please tell me I left enough room for the launch pad. I did. Good. Actually, instead of breaking the sound barrier in Madrid, let's launch the satellite instead for 3 turns. Get this city to break the sound barrier instead. You don't have to do them in the correct order. You just have to do all the projects. So that actually shaves some time off for me. This is where it gets a little bit unfair because now I have 4 heavy bombers loaded in, ready to hit this one place. And in we go. It's mine. 2, 4, 6, 8 points. We need more. Always more points. Being able to use the extra combat strength from my own lands is very, very effective when you're just hopping from one nation to another. Mexico is so strong. Look, this is conquered territory, but it counts as mine, so I do tons of damage from it, which is totally balanced. Wow. Yep, let us in, please. As long as I stick to my own territory, my battleships things bounce off me. I mean, watch this. Field cannon, the anti-tank gun is firing at a 34 strength advantage. So we're able to almost one-hit most units at the moment, as long as I'm in my own territory. Beautiful. Just as it should be. I can attack Xerxes. Has he taken an ideology yet? He has. He's a Democrat. A democracy person. Fine. Okay, well, is this your capital? No. Will you give it to me in a peace deal? Because that's really difficult to take. No. You'll give me like really bad things, but that's actually okay as well, because as long as I can buy ships, that's the main thing. These are all just so easy to take. So I'm not entirely sure I even want them. Yeah, I just can't be bothered to take Wasset. So we're going to take this city, peace out with Augustus for Dusseldorf, and then move on from that direction. I think that's a good strategy. Oh, Friedrich, you've gone to war with me, have you? As I get more railroad tycoon. Okay, fine. The more people go to war with me, by the way, the more I lose resources, which is a bit of a pain. My factories were relying on imported goods to an extent. It's not too bad at the moment, but as you can see, it's taking its time. 6,000 culture from Franklin. Wow. Stop stealing from me. I'm going to gamble. She hasn't got much of a navy, so we're just going to send all my units out into the oceans. Leave a little token defense behind here. So as most of my power is from my air force, so let's establish an airbase slightly further along, and now we can bomb the islands. There it is. First boost for ideology. If you'll give me Dusseldorf, I will have peace. Okay, great. I will it. Yeah, sure you do. Whatever makes you think you've got some autonomy in the matter. Now, because I've taken this in a peace deal, I can actually buy things here, which means more boats. So let's every turn now start to buy more battleships. In the meantime, all of my existing navy, could you please reassemble, and you'll make your way to the new front line. There is one. I need you there as quickly as possible. Thank you. You know what? I think I will treat myself to a merchant to the only Augustus city in the game. We're getting worryingly close now to future tech and future civic. Haven't quite got there, but there's less and less time time for me to avoid them. We do have to start thinking about winning. I could just go for the points victory. I mean, at the moment, the way to look at that is if you go to the rankings and the legacy points, whoever's got this number the most wins, which is good because, I mean, I'm clearly winning, but we want to see just how many things we can get by that point. Okay, first round of bombing. This island, as you can see, there are quite a few targets here. Not only are there city defenses, but there are also unsinkable Japanese battleships, which unfortunately have now just been sunk, but we don't worry about those too much. Okay, I think that's cleared it. Should be able to take one per turn, hopefully. And this is interesting. I've just got a space race point. That is because I just got the rocket launch for satellites, but we haven't actually finished going over the sound barrier. So how did I get a rocket into space? Does anyone know? Okay, it did give me the second point. It can register the fact that I've done it out of order. Weird. I wondered what was going to happen there. Oh yeah, future tech is so close now. Can only avoid it for so long. Miko keeps moving units across to try and attack me, and it's really cute because I'm healing more per turn than she can do to me. Right, let's just move the tank and glide it past all of these defenses, which should be able to stop me, but of course cannot. And there's the settlement. How many more do we need? We need 2 more. Okay, so far so good. I moved my bombers into my own territory, and now I'm getting the full +11 from being in my own territory with bombers who are bombing outside of my territory. I know, it's rather silly, and I don't mind this at all. Stop trying to give me war weariness. Oh, Franklin's on my side of the war. I like you, Franklin. I know you've really denounced me, and suddenly you've seen the error of your ways of supporting me, and you're now regretting ever supporting me, but I like you. Okay, the happiness. Oh yeah, everyone is in a happiness trough apart from me now. That's lovely to see. Hello, Xerxes. You are allied with no one. That's unfortunate for you. I would challenge the center of the world. It's true. Now, out you pop. Out you all pop. Start firing at the city from a distance, from a vast distance. Yep, this is the Giga Navy. Oh, wow. Look at all these points. How did I get to level 12? Bulwark, fortification strength, heal 5 after attacking. I got a 3rd commendation. Heroic assault. Let's try that sometime. Look at this. 60 strength? No. 101 strength when attacking. I think I take -3 damage when I killed that unit. Okay. All right. That's fair enough. Oh, now we've hit future tech. Okay. There's not much we can do to stop this now. Let's get influence on diplomatic actions to try and avoid it as long as we can, but I don't think we can. Actually, now we can pull things like social science, giving me specialist science, and humanism. We'll take that all off. We don't need that anymore. +36 strike on bombers. Do we think that's enough? I do. The walls of this settlement will now disappear. You're going to just keep attacking me? Yeah, you're destroying the defenses. 70 damage to yourself there, 68 damage to yourself there. You can try and take this back. My tank is just sitting here very happily, and it just healed nicely as well. Okay, space race is now complete. We are in, and we've taken, there's the 3rd milestone, apparently. Oh no, it says we've gone down all of a sudden. How did that happen? Did we lose a settlement? I don't think we did, you know. I honestly don't know what that's all about. Oh, it says I'm on 19 points. But I think it's given me all 3 legacy points. Like we've achieved them. Give me this city, Himiko. Thank you. There we go. There's the points. I was like, what's going on here? What's happening? Why aren't you giving me this? We need railroad. We need to be the railroad tycoon. I'm actually going to try and reconciliate with people as much as we can here. Because trade routes are going to be important to get all of the resources I need to get this factory sorted as quickly as possible, because I would like to win. All of my resources are now here, and we're so close to getting the futures. The crewed space flight is now available to me. World's Fair is available to me. Manhattan Project is available. I might actually build that. That just seems fun. That seems fun. I can't lie. Manhattan Project. So now I can drop nukes, which is a lot of fun. Basically, you take a heavy bomber and you make sure you have a nuclear weapon, which I have one already, and then you get to bomb people. Also, there's definitely not radiation going on here. It's all nothing to be worried about. Everything is now growing so quickly because of all of the fish we've got. Oh, yep, double futures now. Come on, economic victory. 281. Feels like you can go quicker than that. Feels like you must go quicker than that. Let's bring another rail station into the fold. I made this stolen city into a city. It just seemed to be quite a good one. Just feel fish are going to be increasingly important. There you go. The growth will just get more and more ridiculous. Produce nuclear weapon. What a fine thing for my cities to do whilst I wait to win. Want as many of these as I can get. Another point. We're just missing 1 point. Well, 2 at the moment. 1 from exploration, 1 from now. But you get the idea. Fire, fire, fire. And take. That was easy. Oh, we've gone over the settlement limit. Whoops. I even have to give 1 back. I do apologize for that. 4,000 science people have stolen. Wow. So we just added 10% there by getting future tech and future civic. 8 turns, 6 turns. Okay, we've got time. Not much time, but we do have time. Food. Just more food in the cities, please. I find it really amusing. Oh, that's a lot of resources to London. Nice. Good trade route. No. Augustus. No. You don't need to do that. Okay? I cannot stress to you how little you need to do this. Okay? Let me just reiterate to you how little you need to do this. Stop declaring war on me. You have 1 settlement. Actually, that's a lie. I've just seen that he has 2 settlements. Let me come back to this. Oh my lord, it's so brutal. But there's no international repercussions from doing that, so it's fine. Where's my aircraft carrier? Oh, you went too far. Pivot. Back you go. Stop exploding volcanoes. I mean, the yields underneath are getting quite silly. 51 culture, 85 culture, but still, I don't need it. I wasn't even using the +5 combat strength when attacking. Whoops. The whole point of going this government. Oh no, not Dogo. Am I the only one that gets incredibly amused by the idea of working a volcano? Is this some sort of Mordor-esque contraption we've got working here? Am I now making magical rings? No wonder I'm so happy. There we go. Yeah, we can one-hit boats now with all of these modifiers added together. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Slightly terrifying to see an aircraft carrier just appear with a bomber out of nowhere, but here we are. How much are we getting every turn? I'm on 451. 488. Yeah, next turn, and we'll have this. I feel like this attack is really annoying. They've just taken out one of my city-states, which is the source of my strength. We need to send a message. We need to send a message to say that is not appropriate behavior for a game like this. Okay, Xerxes. So let's just back off and accept this nuke with my pleasure. Don't do it again. Your peace? You give me everything? He's not going to give me something. Fine, we stay at war. I have 4 nuclear weapons available. That's hilarious. There it is. Railroad Tycoon. Oh, complete. Machiavelli. Apart from missing that one really annoying domination point earlier in the game. That's what's making me fire off all these nukes. We've finally done it. What's the quickest way we can win? 6 turns, 5 turns, 4 turns for World's Fair. World's Fair it is. We can get some nukes in by that point. Oh, a banker. Yay. I'm definitely gonna wait this long. Hang on, the banker's back. This is a good test. Let's make this a city because we can. Then we can spend the money on the aerodrome, which is a responsible thing to spend my money on, and then a heavy bomber because I've got thousands of gold here, and then I'm gonna nuke the banker. Can I damage my own banker? This is the question. How invincible is it? Oh my goodness, the power of capitalism protects you from nuclear bombs. What a revelation this is. Quick, if a fallout situation starts to happen and the nukes start flying, put on a suit and pretend you're buying options. It's easily the best thing you can do. So we're going to race it. I'm going to get 1 to do Operation Ivy, 1 to do the World's Fair, go to space with another one, crewed space flight. There you go. Proper race now. Look at this. No, stop declaring war on me. Go away. I'm trying to win. Himiko is now at war with me. Fine. Oh, -12. That's pretty bad. Okay, I'd saved up quite a lot of influence there. Wow. Fair enough. Well, you're gonna regret that one because I have had enough. This game has gone on too long and I have too many nukes for this. This city looks like it's almost survived the nuke. Look at that. That's pretty impressive, Augustus. I better drop a second just to be sure. The survivors who were trying to rebuild society have just been nuked a second time. Oh, that's tragic. My aircraft carrier arrived now? Yes, I have. Look, all these little island paradises you thought were safe. It turns out they're not as safe as you thought they were. Bam. You'd think people would stop attacking me now, wouldn't you? Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm pretty sure this volcano just did more damage to my troops than the actual war did. Himiko, using advanced volcano warfare. You have to respect the hustle. How many nukes have I got left? I still have some left, everyone. Don't panic. The nukes are now hitting Tokyo. Oh dear. There's a lot of green in this area of the map. Actually, let me know in the comments, has anyone yet seen a nuke being fired by the AI? Have we seen this? Is this a thing? I would like to see this if possible. All right, last one. Let's just make sure that all of Rome's settlements have all been evenly nuked. Everyone gets one. Everyone gets one. Oh, there's literally one person left here now. That's a shame. Oh, it's the air that rushes in that I find devastating. And also, have some war weariness as well whilst I'm at it. Future Civic. Oh, it's going to be close. I am winning World's Fair and also Future Tech next turn. Which will be the one? What will get me the victory? I don't know. Let's find out. I still think Gate of All Nations is possibly one of the strongest wonders in the game. It's so powerful. Oh, you're coming in as well, are you? All right. That must have been a surprise. Oh no, he doesn't like me anymore. Fine. Have some of that. Tornado outbreak. World's Fair, I think the World's Fair won over the score victory. So there you go. If ever you wanted to know which kicks in first, a built wonder or a tech, it's the built wonder. I don't know what that information is going to give you, but take it with you this evening, dear audience, and do something with it. The modern age comes to an end, and with it, the hopes and dreams of an empire that wanted to stay peaceful. This isn't Paris. This is, in fact, Mexican Paris with a lot of nukes and also space. And also, we own the banks now. True, powerful Machiavellian Mexico. The greatest Mexico in any timeline. It doesn't really bear thinking about, does it? If only I'd had more nukes. If only we could drop the Manhattan Project. These are all very valid questions. Anyway, points. We got everything in the end. I missed out on 1 point in the exploration age. Otherwise, that was the perfect run. Machiavelli does feel incredibly powerful with momentum, just getting early game gold really quickly and able to just buy things and spam things. Fantastic. That one run just got him from level 1 to level 7. That's how many things we unlock doing that. That's mad. Hey, if you want to play along with me, or if you want to use any of the mods that you can see in this series, come along to Discord for all of the instructions. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking the video and subscribing and all of that lovely jazz. I've been Ursa Ryan, and I'll see you in the next series. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Kappa Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Radiatore, Technology Poet, Poppy Dude, Clibben Ferdaz, Dayboy91, Mushkin Mandletort, Pete, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Teddy's Ursa, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bookaluke 79, Bob Loblaw, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovawoo, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Dan Jamo, Buster Blader, Bob Tway, Abstract Fun, Slither Alley, JB Genius, Arctic Fox. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye.